We now find ourselves in the midst of Sphira, and traditionally this period of time has been one for self-introspection when it comes to how we treat each other, and that's because 24,000 Talmidim, students of Rabbi Akiva, perished during this time, and the Gemara tells us, Shelo nagu kavod ze lezeh. They didn't respect each other. And this Shabbos, we read Parshas Tazria and Metzorah. Both of them speak about the halachos, all of the laws that are pertinent to a person who has tsaras, who has a skin affliction, which we know from the story of Miriam comes because someone speaks Lashon Hara, someone speaks negatively about someone else. So during this period of time, we're supposed to focus on the kavod that we have for other people. I want to share the following thought by Rabbi Yisrael Miruzhin, Zecher Tzadik Livracha. The Navi writes in Amos, Ki hinei Yotzer Harim, behold, Yotzer Harim, Hashem, who is the creator of mountains, Ubore Ruach, and Hashem also created Ruach, wind, Umagid le'adam masicho, and who says to man, Masicho, what is his speech? So Rabbi Yisrael Miruzhin asks, he says, what does Ruach, wind, have to do with mountains? And both of them, what do they have to do with speech? And he explains as follows. Mountain is solid. It seems like nothing can move a mountain. And yet, Ruach, wind, is something that comes, but you can never feel it. You can never hold it. You feel it, but you can never hold it because it just subsides. And yet, a Ruach that is strong and powerful has the ability to start moving the rocks on a mountain, and over the course of time can really do damage to a mountain which is so strong. So he suggests that when it comes to this ruach, this wind is like speech. Speech, person has a conversation with someone, speaks negatively about someone else, and then just carries on with their day. The speech itself is done, over with. I had it 5 minutes ago. I move on. But yet, that person then can relate it to other people. Or that person then looks at the person that we spoke to them about differently. Looks at them differently whether it comes to their family, or whether it comes to their livelihood, or whether it comes to their friends, or their standing in a community. And as a result, what ends up happening is that the person who is firmly implanted in the ground like a mountain can simply be destroyed by that ruach, by that speech, by that wind that comes and shakes all of the rocks, and the mountain can fall apart. And so he says that's the lesson for us when it comes to our speech, to recognize that when we talk about someone else, we really may do so much damage that we not even realize, to the point that we can destroy them as a person. We can destroy their mountain. We can destroy their entire being, their family, by the way that we speak about them, even just for a couple of moments that we may tend to forget about later on. That's what this period of time is all about, and for us to focus on. That's the lessons of Tazria and Metzorah. That's the lesson of the Talmidim of Rabbi Akiva. And that's why we need to focus on trying to maintain the kavod, the honor, the respect, the dignity of each other, and to be able to consider what it would be like for me to be able to speak in a way that is honorable with someone else instead of about someone else. May we be zochet to learn from the lessons of the Talmidim of Rabbi Akiva, the lesson of Rabbi Yisrael Miruzhin, and honor each other during this period of time. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.